Dasher, and we are here on a rare Saturday dash. So just trying to pick up a few extra hours and get over the top for the week. I have, I started this dash about 10 minutes ago and just now got an order for a very low, well, not very low, but low enough for me to accept, $5.50 for like 2.3 miles. So fairly close, and just something to get me off of zero. So, and we were right here at the restaurant. I had to make a quick U-turn because I just drove past their driveway when it popped up. So that probably just tells me that either one, people have been declining it and it's sitting in there ready, or we just got the order and it's not anywhere close to being ready. So when I go in there, it's going to take me 10 to 15 minutes. So it says to pick it up by 11:16. I doubt that it's going to be ready. So I'm going to go in there, pick this up, and we will be right back for more of the Rambling Dasher. Alright guys, so that was a good 12 minutes or so waiting for some barbecue. I knew it was going to be a while. I don't know, it's just one of those things. So we get orders, we pick it up, we wait as long as it takes, and we go deliver it. So it says it's about 5 minutes away, 2.2 miles, so not too bad. I think I will stop and get me a treat when I get up there, because it should be right close to a little Circle K. So one of the things I try to do, I don't think I can do it while I'm delivering. So yeah, it doesn't look like I can. So after I'll deliver this, I'll just go over my stats for I don't know what, well, just to cover like my overall stats for this week. As far as earnings go, I think I'm right at, I don't know, somewhere around 300. It's gonna say 200 and something, 280 something maybe, but I think I've gotten, I don't keep up with the tips, or I can't remember the tips per day. So I worked Monday, I worked Tuesday, I worked Wednesday, or no, what did I do? I'm sorry. I worked Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I didn't work Tuesday and I didn't work Friday. So I've been trying to find a way to cut it back to 3 days a week, and those 3 days might be long days. So Monday and Wednesday started out really slow, and they picked up a little towards the end. But both days I just missed $100 by just like that much. I think I had 97 on Monday and 98 on Wednesday, but then on Thursday I might have got over 110. I can't remember exactly, but I did break it to where I made up for the $5 that I was short on Monday and Wednesday, and made a little bit extra, so put me over $300, including cash tips. So I can't remember the cash tips. They all start to run together, whether it's this week, last week, week before, I don't know. But my standard is $300 a week. I've changed that a little bit. Used to I wanted $400 a week, but I recently went on a month-long trip to Portugal, and we stayed in Lisbon for the month. and came back, and I was just like, I don't have to go as hard as I did before that trip. So now, granted, I'm already planning other trips, but I'm not to the point where I'm like, hey, I got to earn a lot of extra money to save up for this trip. I'm not at that point yet. So evidently I've missed my turn, because this thing's making me take a U, telling me to go up here and make a U-turn and go back. This is what happens when I don't pay attention. And I turn off the speaker to the GPS. So it really wasn't up here very far, so that's not bad at all. I've probably delivered to these people a time or two. I don't know for sure, but there's a lot of little houses in this neighborhood right here that are nice little houses with fenced-in backyards. Let's see, now we're getting close. This one here. Okay, I'm gonna drop this food off, and I will be right back. Looks like they've got another delivery waiting out there, so I'll be right back. So here's hoping that other delivery wasn't from last night. Would not be good. Okay, so yeah, that order was $5.50, 27 minutes of active time, 1 out of 1 accepted, and let's see, it says that it was a platinum. Your platinum status gave you priority for this offer because it was such a great offer. $2 base pay with a $3.50 whatever you call it. I can't remember off the top of my head. $3.50 tip. So yeah, because I can't read the screen evidently. So, all right. Oh, there's some bumpy roads up in here. All right, I am going to run down the road here. Well, I'm just gonna go to the one closer. Well, maybe I'll get an order, maybe I won't. So there's a Circle K going that way, there's a Circle K going this way. This way is closer to restaurants, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I don't know how. I can't get it to go back now. Looking for offers. I think they've changed the app again or something, because I can't back out of the app. Let's just close the app. Close all. Reopen the app. Yeah, that's weird. It's already in dash mode looking for offers, and I can't get back to the main screen at all. That's so weird. Oh, there it is. Go to the home screen. So this is interesting. $6 miles for Wingstop for $2. And, you know, you would like to think that you're going to get a tip for that, but there's no guarantees that you do. So I am going to decline that offer, just let it phase out, because it's $2. So we'll just, we'll take a look at that next time. So yeah, I don't know if they changed it or something's going on with my phone, but I clicked the little gear box up there, and now there's a go to home screen button. Anyway, and all the freaking parking places are gone here, other than a handicap one. Okay, I'm gonna run in and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so evidently I missed an order and it put me on a pause, so I don't know. I didn't know I missed one. To a donut shop. And there's one for IHOP. What is going on? It's like IHOP for $2. I guess I'm just gonna be declining offers today. So I can't, and this is just the dumbest thing. It won't let me, it just takes me right out of the app instead of taking me back to the home screen. I have to go into a button, click the home screen. So, yeah, so just to give you an idea where I'm at, my earnings say $285.67 for the week. But I know I was over 200. Over 300, so it says 95 for Monday, and I think I had a $2 tip, 84 for Wednesday, and I think I had 13, and then 105 Thursday, and I don't know if I had any tips or not. Seems like I did, but I don't remember how much. But anyway, so today is a different day. So, let's check this out. So, my ratings right now, my acceptance rating is down to 82. I think we've already declined 3 offers this morning, so it probably was 85. Completion rate 100, on time 73, customer rating 5, deliveries in the last 30 days 166, and lifetime 2796. So we should hit 2800 today. So I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing these $2 orders, but I might just start doing them and just say the heck with it, so I'll be busy and won't feel like at the end of the day I wasted my time, and then maybe someone will give me a decent cash tip. So I saw these in there, never have tried them before, but it kind of sounded interesting. Buffalo, blazing buffalo and ranch. I don't know, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really do that much for me. Maybe the more I eat it will. I don't know. It does have a little bit of a kick. Again, this is the second Circle K in a row where the fountain machine is out and I gotta buy a can. So somewhat disappointed in that. There's some girls something or another doing a free car wash over here. So if you're out, you won't be out and about today because this is not a live stream. So anyway, all right. So it seems to be a little slow on a Saturday. I don't normally dash on Saturdays, but there is an $11.50 order for 6 miles. So I will accept it. I got to go back the other way. So now somehow I got to turn around up here. And I'm in the wrong lane to do that. where there's a will, there's a way, right? Alright guys, I'm gonna eat these chips and go pick up this food. It's a couple miles up the road. It says 1.64 minutes, so I'll catch up with you after I get the food. Thanks. Alright guys, we are headed out to deliver this food. Seems like it's down a ways across the freeway, so not far off the freeway, but I got a decision to make. Do I take the highway or the freeway? I think I'm just going to take the back roads, because hopefully it won't, I don't know. It'll be alright either way. Either way, it will be just fine. It says it's 4 miles for 9 minutes. For 9 minutes. All right, and out the door we go. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, they sent me a message. So they sent me a message that says thanks for the update and for the meme. So that was nice. One thing I will say to people that are new, or maybe you haven't ever done it, is I personally feel that if I get interactions from my communications, the more likely that people will update the tip at the end. Now, it's still a small percentage, but in this world of DoorDashing, hopefully we're here to make money, and we want to do anything and everything we can in an effort to make more money. So I know a little bit about the area I'm in. Is I have to have priority status. I had gold for a whole, like almost a month before I could get it back to getting platinum, and it absolutely was horrible. But and not to say that platinum's not horrible, but platinum is better than gold in my area. Now I see some people saying, yeah, I got an AR of, some crappy number. They don't worry about their AR. And that they cherry pick all their orders. I have a different take on it from them, is that I'm here to make money and they aren't necessarily here to make money. And I know it's not as extreme as the one example I use all the time, where this person said I have an AR of 4 and I still make money. And I'm like, so you're gonna tell me that you decline 96 out of 100, which is just asinine to me. Oh wow, they're changing landscapes around here. Anyway, So in my area, I feel like if you have priority, because number one, there's an influx of dashers from out of town or from in town. So I'm outside of Little Rock, and I feel like there's a lot of people that come from Little Rock because they feel like me. It's like you don't want to dash in Little Rock. So they flock down here and flood the market, right? And then when the market's flooded, your only thing that can differentiate you from those who think that not having a good AR is a good AR and having a platinum status to prioritize orders. Now DoorDash has thrown in another level in there that says that your not your completion, but your on time percentage also affects it. So for me, I hope that my 5.0 rating with customers throws a heavy weight into that as well, regardless of the on time, because people are understanding of the time issue, unless it's just blatant that it's like, hey, you're 15 minutes late every freaking order. But I was gonna, well, I can't look while I'm in the order, but I do know there's a color coding system, and I was at 68 or 69% the other day, and it said very low. So I wonder what it says today when I'm at 72 or whatever I'm at. And the first order I got, it took me 12 minutes to pick up the food. So I got a message saying, hey, we won't count this order against you because we know the restaurant's taking a long time. And I was like, okay, well, good. I didn't get a message. It just showed up. I guess you could say it's a message. It showed up on the order. So, but yeah, I hate that some of those things is way out of your control. So hopefully DoorDash will, and they say they will, and then I see people, mouthing off on Facebook saying that, they won't. So all we can do is take them that when they say that you won't. Now here's a lot of people will make up every excuse in the book to say, here's why I'm late, and it's never my fault. Whereas I would probably say like maybe 50% of the time I do late orders, it's my fault. I don't have a problem saying that. Other time it's either traffic or it's the restaurant, stuff like that. So but yeah, I don't know how this thing is going to affect me, but just like anything, my goal is to have a good status, no matter what the criteria is. It's one of those little OCD things that I just want to have my numbers up there where it's not showing as very bad or whatever, very low. So I'll be trying to focus on making sure that I hit, because sometimes I get to the store and forget to hit arrived at store. So there's that. But anyway, all right. I think I'm at this place, even though I can't really see a number on the freaking mailbox. I don't know why people. Okay, there. I see a tiny number behind the red flag. Okay. I'm going to drop this food off and we'll be right back. Alright, so I just got another order that says $7.50 plus. So I like it when they say plus. It's a Pizza Hut order, so we just accepted it. It's 5 minutes to the Pizza Hut. So that last order put me up to $17. And I don't know that I can see in there. Nope, I can't get to details. But yeah, so 17 bucks after 2 deliveries. All right. So yeah, I was saying that I use memes all the time, and I really do believe, I think this is a curved driveway and I can't see. I hate those driveways that are like not square to the road. They like curve in, and then I'm backing straight out and I'm like running over curbs or whatever. But anyway, so ever since I wouldn't say ever since the very beginning, but I started noticing that I wasn't getting any ratings, and so it was kind of hard to get ratings. And so at some point I figured out that I could communicate with the client, and I just started doing I was like, oh well, here, and I'm on Facebook in different groups and stuff, so I see people sharing memes and stuff on there. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll just get some of these memes and start sending them out. So I came up with a whole thing that I keep in my phone's clipboard, so it's a quick and easy, like boom, boom, boom. I can send a message in less than like 15 seconds or something like that, so it doesn't take that much extra time to get things going. And so I came up with this idea that I would send a meme upon me getting to the restaurant and let them know that I'm here, that the restaurant is working on their order. I would, number one, refer to them by their name and try to make sure that I spell it correctly, because that counts. So it just says, hey, and the person's name. And then I type in the name of the restaurant. So it looks like, and I do this, I personalize every single order. So the two things I type I type in hey, the name, exclamation, space, and then the name of the restaurant. So if it's like Pizza Hut, and then I go to my clipboard and paste the rest, which is working on your order. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to make your experience even better, or something like that. Something cheesy, but something that lets them know that I'm trying to make their experience better. And then I send them a meme, and I have this is where I have a meme per gender, and they're just simple little memes. The male one is a Jim from The Office looking through the blinds, and somewhere on there it says me waiting at the restaurant for your order or whatever. And then the other one is from Friends, and it just shows like 3 or 4 of them sitting on the couch in the coffee shop, and they're all looking up, and it says me waiting on your order at the restaurant or something like that. So and I don't every time, but sometimes get comments back about my memes, or like, bro, you made my day, even from a guy. I had a guy walk out, and he was like, dude, those memes made my day. And he's like, what's your Cash App? Truthfully, I've had that happen twice in the last 2 or 3 weeks. One guy gave me money on Cash App. The other one was like, I'll just put it on the app. And I was like, all right. So I'm like, okay. And that was 2 different guys. So I was kind of surprised by that, because that's, different. But yeah, so it just kind of, to me, whatever you can do to increase your odds of getting extra money from DoorDashing, right? And this is why we're here. We're not here to have a free service. We're not here to just, we're not Meals on Wheels, right? We have to make money somehow, some way. And that's why we're doing this. And speaking of making money, I'm gonna go pick up this food. I'll be right back. All right, so this delivery is like 1 minute away. So, and I just sent them a message saying I'm on the way, and they said thank you. So, anyway, other direction? I guess it is. Go in the other direction. Alright. This might be those crappy apartments down there that used to be a motel. Maybe not. This is, I don't know where this is. Oh. Okay, where are we, people? You are in a Kroger parking lot, and I can't get out of the freaking app. I hate DoorDash. Fix your freaking app. It's a piece of crap. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to park because I can't I can't get the app to do anything. So I'm just getting some bad news. So I gotta do this and deal with that later. So I don't know what to do with DoorDash because it is a piece of crap. Open. Exit. $14.14. Maybe she works in, I don't know what these stores are. But I can't get the app to work. Where the crap? There's a 14.14 there. Okay. Alright, I can't get the app to work, so I'm restarting the phone. So I'm going to go deliver this food. I'll be right back. Alright, so that was delivered to a little store here, and I think it said it's $7.50 plus, and it turned out to be $9.50. So that was very nice of them. So much appreciated. And then I got another order for like $6 and some change, which is weird, but it happens all the time. And my speaker came back on because I had to restart my phone, and nothing's working correctly, or it wasn't. And I got news that my ex-wife's aunt, who is like my favorite aunt of all my aunts, passed away today. So I haven't spoke to her in several years, but it's still sad. And I know that she will be missed. So she was just one of those all-around good people. So anyway, all right. This next order is at Burger King, and we're gonna go pick it up and knock it out. So I'll catch you on the other side of picking it up. Alright, I don't know if I hit the record button or I never stopped it. I don't know. But anyway, I have this order from Burger King. It is 3 miles for 7 minutes. And I gotta go across the freeway. So, anyway, so I'm gonna I don't know. Probably have to deal with some stuff here. I don't know. So I know there's not much I can do other than send my condolences and that's about it. So Aunt Maudell lived in Florida and was my kid's mom's aunt. And for a long time, we used to always get a condo at the beach in Gulf Shores, and her daughter and her daughter's husband and I don't know other people, and then my ex's sister and her family would come from Tulsa, and my in-laws and all that, and obviously my kids, and we would all go down to this big beach house and hang out for a week in the summertime. And so that's where I really got to know her. But then, just doing different things along the way, we went down to Florida every once in a while and visit with them. Even after I got a divorce, I still stayed in contact with Aunt Maudell. Even I would take my kids to Disney World and I would invite them, or Aunt Maudell and her daughter Dee, up, and they would go to Disney with us and let me ride on rides with my daughter when my son was still he was 2 or 3, so he couldn't ride the bigger rides. So they would hang out with him, so I would go on those rides. So that was very fond memories of them. But I know she's had cancer for a good long while. it's been, I don't know how long it's been, but it seems like it's been maybe even during COVID times. Seems like in 2000 she called me and told me she had cancer. At least that's my recollection. That I remember being in an airport, and I think it was me coming home during a trip when COVID, they just shut down like international flights, and I was thinking that I was going to get stuck in an airport in Montana or somewhere. I think that's where I was, and I was thinking, holy crap, it's a long drive back to Little Rock. So fortunately, they didn't shut down U.S. Airways, but I think that's when I spoke to her and she told me. And evidently she's been battling it, and this is the deal with cancer: is sometimes you beat it, and sometimes it has a sneaky way of making its way back. So, I mean, the same things happened with my mom. As my mom had lung cancer, and then I don't know what all else, but yeah, they seemed to clear that up, but then stuff came back. So it's the way life works, and it's never, it's not easy when you get to this stage. A lot of times people build in, and I really believe this, that it's not an easy thing, but I don't know. It's like the older you get, the more people that you know pass away, but it's also like you somehow have built in this distance to people that you were dependent on, right? And so when it's their time to go, it's not as hard, I guess. I don't know. It's very weird. Maybe it's just, I think it's some of the things that happen are the human brain builds in some it builds in some kind of defense mechanisms to help protect people, and it does, I can say this, it does a whole lot better job on some people than others, because some people don't have feelings, some people don't have emotional attachments, and other people have super powerful, strong emotional attachments, so much so that when something like this happens, it breaks them. So yeah, it's an odd thing. So anyway, all right, we'll let that go, but yeah, it's not easy. So we're gonna focus on doing this task until we finish it. So it's less than a minute away. Back in the neighborhood here in the north side of Benton, and there is a mail delivery person giving a dog a treat, and that dog is just loving on it. That's funny. Alright. Well, I'm at the road here, and I don't know what side of the, oh, there it is. It wasn't showing me the side of the house, side of the street. And now I gotta find the house. So, anyway, alright, I'm gonna go deliver this food, and we will be right back. Alright guys, we dropped that one off. It was $6.48, $2 with the $4.48 base pay. We've been out for 1 hour and 48 minutes, and we're at $32.53. I've accepted 4 out of 7 offers. So, alrighty then. So it's been almost 2 hours, and I'm gonna eat my Cliff Bar. So I haven't mentioned this today, but we do have a DoorDash store at Amazon, a Rambling Dasher store, I'm sorry. Several little things in there if you want to check them out. It's in the description below, and these Cliff Bars are in there, so feel free to check them out. If you feel like you can purchase them, then I would greatly appreciate it, just because we get a little kickback from Amazon whenever you do that. I will tell you, it doesn't cost you anything extra to go through me than it would for you to buy it directly. So use our link and help the Rambling Dasher out. So there's several links down below. I can't remember what the hell they are now, but there's financial links. There's save on gas links. So there's I forgot what the app is even called. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, there's one for when you get gas, you get like, most places give 10 cents off a gallon if you use their app and check in, and it's just linking your credit card to it. So I've done it, and throughout this year, and I think I've gotten like $95 back. So yeah, it doesn't take much to do it, and every little bit helps nowadays, right? So if you use the link that I've provided for you on that app, then I think it gives me and you like 25 cents off a gallon, or 35 cents, or something like that. So, not a bad deal. Alright, I'm gonna hit pause here, eat this snack, catch up back with you after our next order. Alright guys, we just got an order. $19. It says a catering order from Rib Crib, so I was at the last place where I could go back that direction, and it sent me this order. So I just made a quick right turn and got back on the road going back into Benton. So it says I'm 4 minutes away. I think it was a little bit of a delivery, maybe like 11 miles. So a couple of miles are on the front end, and the rest is on the back end. So hopefully, I know I have enough bags to fit it all, but it said like a large catering order, so 11 items. So I have a big catering bag back there, plus I have 3 smaller bags and 2 pizza bags. So we should have enough to fit it all in there. So anyway. So yeah, crazy day. So that's the $19 up front is the biggest order I've had in months. The biggest order I've had in months. I can't remember having a bigger one in the last several months. And this is what sometimes, like, because I don't know, maybe there might be businesses that use DoorDash to do catering during weekdays and lunches, but I don't work during weekdays. I only work at night. But I have had some decent catering orders during the day working on Saturdays or Sundays. A lot bigger than this one. I remember having about a $50 or $60 one time from Panda Express, and then another one that I don't know how big it was. I really don't remember, but somewhere between $120 to $200, because I can't remember. I remember being $200, but I also remember 120. So maybe they was $120 with a good sized tip at the end. I can't remember, but that one was like an hour drive. Maybe not an hour. It was probably a 35-40 minute drive, and then I had to drive it back. So that was a good one there. But it's been a while since I got that order. I think it was last summer. But anyway. But I'll take this $19. That'll put me up over $50 for the day. I don't know how long it's going to take me to deliver this, but my guess is I'll be out for about 2.5 hours and be over $50. So that's right at $20 an hour. So not too bad, considering I've taken some smaller orders today. Like $5. I guess all my orders have been $5 and up. I've declined 3 orders. Well, I declined 2 and I missed 1. Oh, and here's the restaurant. All right, we'll be back after I get this food loaded up. All right, we have loaded up 2 large bags from the Rib Crib. Interestingly enough, I have never eaten at this place. Of all the places, I have never eaten here. So it's kind of like I will say, I don't eat here because it's a chain barbecue place. That's the only reason I'm never eating here. Now, I do walk in the door and it smells good. And there's always a crap load of old people eating in there. So I don't know if that tells you anything. Maybe it's just cheap barbecue. That's why all the old people are in there. But this order is 12 minutes, 6 miles. And let's see, cross over the freeway, go back into the backwoods area. So and there's a police officer stopping at a stoplight with his blue lights on. Don't know why, but he doesn't look like he's engaged in anything. So I just sent my ex and her sister a message about their aunt, so all the joys. I don't even know if this dude knows he has his blue lights on. You would think he would know. Now he's acting like he's, I don't know what he's doing. He's not riding on somebody, but he may be trying to pull that car over. I'm stopped at a red light here and can still see it way up there, but the car just was driving along, and then the police officer who had his blue lights on before is now behind the car. So I don't know if he just coincidentally has his blue lights on, or if he's actually trying to pull this car over, because he did get over behind the car, and then the car got in this turn lane to go across the freeway, and the cop followed him. But still don't know if he's trying to pull that dude over, or the cop just doesn't know he has his blue lights on. So yeah, my daughter, who's in Japan, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning there, sent me a message saying, or she sent me a message at 8 o'clock this morning, which would have been 10 o'clock last night for her. No, 10 o'clock tonight. So she's 14 hours ahead, so it's like 3:22 in the morning there tomorrow morning. But anyway, saying that our aunt her great aunt had passed away. Well, she didn't send me that text then. I just said I woke up like later on. I don't get up early. I don't get up early any day, but especially on weekends. So I woke up about 10, I think, and saw that she had sent me a message, and all it says, "Are you awake?" And so obviously I was not awake. So and she didn't say anything else. So then 10 o'clock rolls around, which is midnight her time. I sent her a message, said, no, I wasn't, but whatever. Anyway, so she seems to still be awake. Something tells me she needs to be asleep and on Japan time, not playing video games with her friends here on US time. But it is what it is. She's a grown-up, right? But anyway, so then she proceeded to tell me how the Aunt Meldell passed away, that her mom and her aunt got on an airplane to go see her, but they didn't make it there before she passed. So yeah, there's that. So I sent them to a message, and then they both replied back. So this order here is really, I don't know, it wasn't 11 miles, that's for sure, so not bad at all. We still got 4 more miles to go, and it's a little bit out here, but not that bad. It still says 7 more minutes. And I was hoping to have it delivered by 1:30-ish, which it says I'll have it delivered by 1:31, so yeah, not bad at all. I really didn't I thought I was going to have to wait like 20 minutes or so. And it could have been, I don't know how long it was. I went in there and sat down, was messing around on my phone, making sure I had the right phone numbers and stuff like that, and then got the order pretty quick after that, making sure that I had my ex-sister-in-law's phone number correct. So anyway, it's weird now that you think about it, that you can keep your same phone number for years, for the rest of your life, evidently, right? So even my daughter in Japan, she still has her phone number, even though it was on my phone plan, and her phone is now off my plan, and we just ported it over to Google Voice, so she can still get text messages and stuff like that to her phone number, but it's ported to Google Voices, and so that is kind of neat. And now we use a couple of different things, because her and her friends have used Discord for years, and I downloaded Discord for when they went to Japan. I'm still not I don't use it for anything else, but and then we've been messaging back and forth on I think it's Facebook Messenger, so that seems to be an easy option on my phone for me to converse with her. Now, she called me the other day. I don't know what app she called me on. It could have been Discord, or it could have been Facebook Messenger. I just don't even know. I just know I had to answer the call, and it had a red to not answer. I don't know what it was. So I've got about another hour and a half. I could use some more $19 deliveries. We'll just crank this up today. Oh, I thought I was going to be turning on that road, but evidently not. So I still got to go a little ways up here. What is that road? That's Mulberry Salem. I could have swore it was wanting me to turn on that one, but it's having me turn on another one. Down this road there are some big houses down here somewhere. I think I've delivered to them before, but you just drive along and then all of a sudden there's like a gated entrance, and you go down in there after you open the gate, and there's like huge houses. Like every time, no matter where it is, whatever neighborhood I'm in, I'm like always wondering how do these people afford this stuff? I don't know what this me watching you pull up, I don't get that. It's like some old dude with a scraggly looking beard. That is weird. I'm just gonna say you're scaring me now. Okay. So who knows what? I don't know what that is, but that's kind of creepy. He sent me a weird emoji that says me watching you pull up, and it's like an x-ray or something, or a reverse image of an old, well, seemingly, you don't know how old, but it looks like, because it's a reverse image, the hair is all gray, like a long weird beard, like one of those chin beards that doesn't come from the sides. It just seemed like it came from the chin. I don't know, but anyway, it was weird looking. So I just sent him a message that said, "You're scaring me now." And now he sent me another one, and I can't see it, and there's some dude out in the street out here blowing off dust. Ha! That is so weird. He's got a time lapse that has Matthew McConaughey getting older, and it says me waiting on James to get here with my food, which is pretty funny because he put some effort into that one because it has my name on it. And here we are. There's 2 driveways. So I'm gonna get in there. I like the effort there. That's hilarious. Okay, leave it at the door. We'll see if he comes out. Alright, I'm going to drop this off. We'll be right back. So it was $19. They added $5 at the end. So that was very nice of them and much appreciated. So I'm going to send them a little message. If I can figure out how to get back in there. I hate this, having to go to this button to get back to the main screen. So we're at 6153, and I don't know if I want to try to go down their gravel driveway. I think I will instead of trying to back out of this thing. One thing I can tell you is that I'm on outside of the delivery area, or the offer area, so I gotta get back over there somehow. So 6153, not a bad deal for 2.5 hours. Whew. It's getting hot out there. It is getting hot out there. Alright, so this is my tip update. What I don't know is that I delivered on time. My ratings are now 83 acceptance rate, 73% on time. Rib Crib was on time. Burger King was late. Pickup at Burger King was a total time difference. Expected completion time 16 minutes. Total time difference 5. So they're like, nope. They're telling me I was late to pick it up and late to deliver it by 2 minutes, which is crap, I think, but oh well, I'm not too worried about it. Oh well, and I am at 73%, and instead of saying very low, which is in the 60s, it now says needs improvement. So we'll work on that and getting it up there. I just got to remember to hit the arrived at the restaurant so that they don't mark me as being late when I'm waiting on them to pick up when I'm waiting on them to get the food out there. Even though it probably was my fault at that place. I don't know what. I think I was trying to send some messages to my daughter. So after I accepted it, so it's okay. Yeah, they just keep changing the app up. Like, I can't hit the back button now to get back to the home page. I have to click the gear window and then go click on another button that says the home screen, which is not conducive to doing easy work. It's like more clicks and trying to find it wherever they put it. Like the pause orders, I have to go hit the gear button and then scroll down. Whereas used to, you could just click this little menu button and then you would see it. But, oh well. Oh well. So I got about another hour and 40 minutes or so. I'm well over my $50 that I was wanting for today. I didn't know. I expected to get over $50 because I had blocked 4 hours. So I expect to get $50 in 3 hours, but that's not always the case. But today I'm at 61 after 2.5. So not bad. So this is at the point where you start to get so much money in so little time. Do they start throttling you, or do they start giving you $2 orders, which drives your status down? So I drove past a Pizza Hut that's out here that I didn't get an order for. So there's a couple of pizza places out here that you could, like a Pizza Hut and a Larry's Pizza out there, but that's the only two places that you might get orders for. Other times you might get orders out here, but they're usually when there's not a lot of drivers, and maybe it's a cash order for some other place that accepts cash orders, except for the fact that no one else has cash orders turned on. So sometimes I get those long distance cash orders when there's no cash turned on at all. Hold. So it says I'm top priority for high pay. Maintain platinum status to keep getting the perks Dashers love most. All right, so we're gonna drive back over to Benton, get on the freeway going to the south, drive past where Chepe's is, and there's a Papa John's down there. Then get back on the access road going north, or I don't know which way, east, west, north, south, but going back towards Little Rock. And then from there, if I get any orders, usually it's off the road in Military, just like I was doing a minute ago when I got that rib crib order. So it's not very far off the beaten path, and it's got easy access to get back over to those restaurants as you're driving past them on the freeway. But they're still, I don't know if it's half a mile, quarter of a mile off the freeway access road. But I usually rarely ever get this Chepe's unless I'm on the Chepe's side of the freeway. Sometimes, I guess, if there's not any drivers, then I might get one, but it's kind of a rare occurrence. Whew, it's getting hot. It is getting hot. Definitely say this Applebee's is shut down. Maybe for good this time. I heard they shut down one time before, but then they reopened, but they weren't serving alcohol because the new owners had to get certified or whatever they call it for alcohol. Oh yeah, there's also this Mighty Crab place here. That I get orders from occasionally. And usually when you get orders from there, they're usually decent. Decent, but a long delivery, which is kind of interesting in the fact that it just seems like no one wants to no one that lives around here eats at the Mighty Crab. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure people around here do eat there, but they don't DoorDash it. So I'm going to go back around the other way. Every time I come this way and DoorDash is like, hey, go straight and go underneath and through this little neighborhood to come out. And I don't know if it's quicker or not. The other way, you've got to stop at a stoplight, so therefore your chances of hitting more traffic are worse. So I don't know if this way is getting quicker. It both seems about the same distance. But this could be quicker, is that you don't have to wait on a red light, but you may have to wait on traffic, which is still not that bad because there's a red light just up the street where I would be waiting for the traffic anyway. Now there's traffic of a guy doing a U-turn right in the middle of the street. Alright, slow down, people. Slow down. I'm not going to go into Benton to go to downtown. There's only a couple restaurants over there. Rock and Roll Sushi and Yum Yum. well after the lunch hour. I'll just stick to the access road and see what happens. See what happens. There could be some late lunch people. Who's to say? I'm gonna have to get gas again though. Gonna have to get gas. So that's why I was just thinking about gas. That earlier I talking about the links down in my description. Upside is the gas link. Upside, basically you put your credit card in there just like other things that you do, and anytime you use that credit card, well, there's two steps. One is you have to pull up the app and hit at the gas station you're at and make sure that it is a Upside gas station. They give you cash back, and they don't give you cash back, they set the money in a bucket and then you request to transfer it. Just like if somebody Venmo or Cash Apps you money, it sits in their little bucket and then you have to transfer it. So if you do that, then you get the money. So $7.75 at a Chick-fil-A, and this is crazy because there's only one Chick-fil-A, it's in Bryant, but the delivery is back behind me, it looks like. So I gotta go all the way to Bryant, pick up Chick-fil-A, and then all the way back here, and it's 13 miles. So I'm gonna accept it, even though it's got a long distance, because I don't want to turn down $7.75. That'll put me over $70, and it'll give me some things to do and talk about or whatever. So I'm gonna hit pause and get to the restaurant, and we'll check back in after picking it up. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so we loaded up. I had to wait a long time for Chick-fil-A, which is not necessarily out of the ordinary, but we got it. And then we drove already most of the way back to Benton, which looks like maybe a business or something. I'm not real sure, but it's right off of downtown, it looks like. So it says I'm a minute away and 1/10 of a mile, but I'm at a stoplight, so I almost bet I could go straight to get there, but it's telling me go this way and then zigzag back around. So that's what we'll do. There's a diagonal road over here. They are doing some crazy street stuff here that's jacking everything around. I don't know where this thing delivers to. So this is there's no business right there, I can promise you that. Okay, you'll need a PIN number, building name. I have no earthly idea where this is going, and I just have to park my car and then figure it out. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go figure this out and see what we can come up with, and I'll be right back. All right guys, so that was delivered. We are up to $69.28 in 3 hours and 17 minutes. It was $5.75 with a $2 tip. So all right, boom. So almost $70. I thought we'd be at $70, but just about. Let's see. Microphone still working. And we have about 30 minutes. So I will make my way back to Bryant, accept one more order, and see what happens. Oh, it is hot out today. It is hot out today. It looks like they are gearing up to repave all of the downtown area. It looks like they've dug out the sides so that they can lay another layer of asphalt down, at least back there. They need to do it up here as well. Whew. I know they're digging up all kinds of stuff all over Benton, so it's kind of weird. And it's like, hey, what are you like turning into the big city where they're doing construction all year round on all the streets? Okay, one more order. I got about 35 minutes. So overall today for me, I think it's been a good day. I'm at, what did I say, $69 in less than 4 hours. So I'd like to have like an $11 order. Would put me at $80 for a 4-hour shift. So that would be ideal, but I'll be happy with whatever. I'll be happy with $69. So to tell you the truth, I'm happy right now that it's more than 50, and it's $20 more than 50, and 50 is good for 3 hours. So I've got 70 in 3.5 hours. So yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at, but we'll see what we get with one more order, and puts me over $80. That would be even more better. Maybe I won't even get another order, so I don't know, but I suspect I should get another order, but maybe not. I'm only at 2,700 steps. I didn't get up and go out. I made one lap around the block with the dog, and then came back, and then took off dashing. I had a quick bowl of cereal, and then left. Oh, I gotta get gas too. I got to get gas. Yeah. I gotta get gas. So the last time I came up through here and was almost bleeding over into the direction where it's like, hey, it's going to Bryant or you're going to Benton. So I got that $19 order for rib crib at the last second. So you got one. Well, I got about a mile to go before they lose their opportunity, because there's an exit. Boom. Two more chain. Well, I don't know. There's probably some more little roads that slip up through there. But there's an exit. So they're slipping away. They're slipping away. I don't know if maybe, well, this could be my conspiracy theory, where if you have a good day and at some point it's so good that DoorDash says, nope, we got to spread the wealth. We can't let this one person get too much, whereas another person is getting too little. So they'll kind of like shift over to another person. And it could be that I've hit that level and they're not going to give me any more orders. Or if they do, it might be the crappiest orders out there, to where it gets my dollars per hour back down to what they expect, like $15 range or something. But I'm tired. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go home. I need to go get a haircut. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow, or maybe I just won't. And there's my last exit to go back to Benton. There will be no going to Benton unless they send me some crazy order here. I think I can sneak down this road right up here and cut over and get back that way in some back ways. But I've only ever had to do that one time out of the hundreds of times that I've done this. So anyway, and there's that road. So now we're going into the Alcoa area, which has several opportunities for deliveries. But it seems like they are letting it slip through the cracks here. We got McAllister's, Chili's, Buffalo Wild Wings, and a Whataburger on one side. Moe's Southwest Grill is a rare occurrence, but have delivered from there. And that's about it on this side of the freeway. On the other side, $5.25 at Whataburger. For 5.7 miles, we will accept it. And that will be our last order. $5.75 puts me a little bit around $75. So, feel good about that on a 4-hour day. Now I'll go into Whataburger and sit here and wait for an hour while because I just got this order and they never have their food come out in time. I might have to get me a milkshake. Alright, I will be right back. Alright guys, we have our Whataburger and we are headed out. 5 miles, 12 minutes on our last delivery. So I need to go in and mark it as pause. Did I do it or not? I have no idea. Yep, I turned it on. Directions. Okay, where is this thing trying to take me? Where? I have no earthly idea. Alright, so we're just gonna go right here. Try to get this green light that's going across the freeway. And we made it. Alright. Very large vanilla shake. It's bigger than my head. It's bigger than the phone. I think I had the new Tesla truck that lives in our area honk at me because I was letting a person go across the road. Maybe Tesla drivers are jerks. Alright. So, another day in the life of a rambling dasher. We get out here, we deliver some orders, we make a little bit of money, we save up to pay our bills, we save up to do whatever we want to do with that money. I personally am saving for future me to be able to live a nomadic lifestyle, and then also before I get to that point to be able to go on some other trips. I promise you right now that I wouldn't have been able to spend a month in Portugal if it weren't for DoorDash money. And you're like, how much money does he make on DoorDash? And I'm like, I mean, you can, I don't know what the limit is, right? And there's some people that get on here and make crap loads of money, and I'm like, how do they make that much money on DoorDash? I don't know, because obviously they either have some kind of cheat code or something, or they're showing fake numbers on Facebook, right? I don't know, but maybe they're making that much money. But for me, I make money, right? Like today, 4 hours, I'm going to make $75. Now it's not enough money to live off of, and I don't know, like, if I lost my real job, and would I make enough money in DoorDash to be able to pay for that and the extra DoorDash work that I do today? Because I mean, right now, last year I made like $14-something thousand in 1099 DoorDash money, and I don't know what I'm on pace for this year. I would suspect it's that much or more, but I also took a whole month off in May. I took 5 weeks off, so that hit my year number. But a lot of times I make more than $300 a week. Like this week, I'm going to make around $360 or so, $370, $380 maybe. And prior to the trip to Portugal, I was working more and making more every week. So I've just started, since Portugal, cut it back to 3 days a week. 3 6-hour days is my goal, and those 3 days, my goal is $100 a day. So if I work 48 weeks, that would be 4,800 times. If I made 100 a week, it'd be 48. So if I'm times 3 for 300 a week, that's going to be like $14,400. 14,400. Which is about what I made last year. And I know I missed a lot of time last year as well, so just different things going on. But I do know, like, part of the money goes towards, you know, paying my bills, because I know that my full-time job, I used to have 2 jobs. One was a 1099 job, one was my regular W-2 job, and they both allowed me to work from home. But the contract job I had went away maybe in 2003. So, and at that point, I was like struggling to pay my bills and using more savings than I wanted to pay off things. And so that's when I started looking at, how can I make more money? You know, what can I do to make more money? So I started DoorDashing, and I can make enough money to pay my bills and to to save for trips, places I want to go, things I want to do. So it's a trade-off. Yes, I got to work more, but I look at DoorDash as kind of somewhat relaxing, and it's not. Sometimes it gets stressful, sometimes it gets frustrating, but for the most part, it's fairly easy. I get in here, just drive around. It's not hard. So, all right, I'm gonna go deliver this food. As soon as we do, we will wrap this up and we'll call it a day. See you in a minute. All right, guys, we're wrapping this up. We got that last delivery. It was $5.75. It says $3 base pay, $2.25 tip. I accepted 7 out of 10 orders in 3 hours and 44 minutes. I'm gonna hit end dash. Boom. Let me see if I can get in there. $360.20 of DoorDash pay, not counting all the extra tips that I got. I'm gonna send this person one last message because I didn't say I was there. Let's see the stats. So the stats for this today, or where we are on my platinum status. So where did it go? So she said thank you. So, oh, there it is, overall. So I'm at 84 acceptance rate, 100% completion rate, on time bumped it up to 75%. Customer rating still at 5.0. Deliveries in the last 30 days, 172. And I'm sure we added, and we probably bumped up over a lifetime of 2,800, but it still says 2,796 because that particular stat doesn't update in real time. All right, so that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Another episode of Dashing. No, what is this called? This is Dashing in the Dark because it's only 2:52 in the afternoon. But do check out the playlist for Dashing in the Dark. There's a whole series of Dashing in the Dark videos out there. Be sure to catch those. But thank you for watching. For those that stuck around and watched towards the end, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And we will catch you on the next episode of the Rambling Dasher. Have a good one. Bye.